Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria of Through the Peacock's Eyes. It is New Year's Eve, so December 31st, 2020, and I had this idea to do this special reading for each of the zodiac signs for the year of 2021. But it's not just a tarot reading. Last year I did the diving into 2020, and I realized in retrospect that me doing that readings was a sign that 2020 was going to be an unusual year. So hopefully 2021 is better for all of us out there. I have had my Vedic Astrology 2021 horoscope readings for each sign out for a while. If you haven't checked that out and want to take a look at that to see something maybe a little bit more practical every day, check that out. But this reading, and I think I'm going to call them what we need to weave together to create our dreams in 2021. It's going to be titled something like that. I haven't figured it out. And that is because of the two decks I'm going to use. So the first deck, I will pull one card from the Weaver's Oracle. And this is sort of like a deck where we get messages from the ancestors, especially the grandmothers. And what I'm going to do, oh, interesting, I just pulled to the page of Sun. What I'm going to do, so there's two pages for each of the cards. What I'm going to do for this reading is to read her yarn, because these readings are of what yarns do we need to gather up to weave together our dreams for 2021. Sort of like dream weaving, not the dream time dream weaving, but the dream weaving meaning what do we want to create and how are we going to create what we want? Okay. Now, what I'm thinking I will do mid-year in 2021, I haven't decided. We'll see how the year goes. The first half of the year goes, is that in the second half, I will read from the same card for each sign, the braid and the cloth sections. But for this, I'm just going to read the yarn. So one card from the Weaver's Oracle, and then from the Yarn of Mama Shamana deck, which I used last year for the 2020, diving into 2020 readings. I'm going to pull, it's a two-part deck, as you can see, it comes in two parts. These are the backs. There are picture cards, and they're called metaphor cards. And then there are saying cards. I'll just show the back. It's just plain white for that. So it's basically three cards for each sign. And what yarn? It's not going to give you something specific, like you need a new car and you need a new resume or something. You're going to have to take from it what resonates with you. And that's going to give you an important piece for inner work, possibly shadow work, for self-healing, inner healing, for motivation, for inspiration for the year of 2020, so that you can take these yarns that come up for you and weave them into the different aspects of your life to create what you want. So that's my goal with this. We'll see how it turns out. Let me know in the comments how these resonate with you, because this is sort of an experimental reading as well. And people always ask, you can listen to this based on your Western astrology sun sign. You can also listen to your ascendant and moon to get more pieces of yarn, more different colors of yarn, size of yarn to weave together for the year ahead. So this will be fun. This will be interesting. Let me know how it goes. Thank you for being here, and on to the individual readings. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your dream weaving reading for 2021. We're starting here with the Weaver's Oracle. Okay, your weaver is number 7, Sand. Old woman walks good. Interesting. So let me find her yarn for you, and I'll put her picture on screen while I read it. All right, Capricorn, Sand. Old woman walks good. She gathers life from the source. Her yarn. Once in a dry land, an old woman, guardian of her tribe and keeper of the secret words, those people used to lay their paths across the red sand, sat in council with other elder women of her clan. Their breasts were long, their feet were bare, and they all wore graceful bark-woven hats upon their heads. Squatting on the ground before them, were some such younger women from a far distant clan, from a country of black soil and wet skies. They were disturbed. They had walked a long way and wanted to stay because they loved the earth that they had found there in that place. But they did not know the words to sing that landscape. But they did not know the words to sing that landscape or quite how to belong. The old words woman sat, thoughtful and inscrutable. At last she spoke words that were a salve to those young women's hearts. We will walk good. We will walk good on the land together. We will carry no words into the silence of the wide plain. We will breathe in the deep fire of this land. We will absorb the stillness of this great sky until our bodies are molded by the hard grains of the dry sand. And this they did. The old woman and the clan daughters, they walked good on the red sand until the young women were emptied of words and filled with the fire and lifeblood of the land. Then the old words woman said this to them: we will sit good on the land together. We will awaken the old song as we gather this red dust. We will carry this desert sand until our baskets are heavy with the dreaming of the land. And they sat good on the land as they plaited bush grasses to make baskets, which the clan daughters wore from bands around the brows as they collected the dreams and the lifeblood of the land. I'm going to repeat that sentence. And they sat good on the land as they plaited bush grasses to make baskets, which the clan daughters wore from bands around their brows as they collected the dreams and the lifeblood of the land. Wow. When their baskets were full, the old words woman said this: now we will sleep good. We will sleep good on the land together. We will become this red rock. We will become this white tree. We will become this desert sand until we are absorbed into the slow pulse of this living earth. Then they all lay down onto the ground and slept good on the land. And all the time the dreaming of the earth moved into them until at last the clan daughters became the rhythm of the old song of that red land. When eventually they opened their eyes, the old words woman was pulling her graceful bark-woven hat onto her head. She stooped to pick a thorn out of her toe. Now stop your fussing, she said. Where you sit yourself down on this earth, and it feels right, and you offer grateful words and humble deeds, and you honor the people and respect the land, then why should that place not be your home? And the clan daughters realized they knew how to be the red dust and the red rock and the red sky. They knew how to love that land, which they were now ready to call home. All right, Capricorn. Those are all so powerful stories or yarns. Bits of yarn for you to weave. Okay, so now let's pull your 2 cards from the Yarn of Mama Shamana deck. First, your picture card, your picture metaphor. All right. So you can pause the video, take a screenshot, take from that what you will, and I'll hold it up again, but let's pull your phrase card, Capricorn. Your last piece of yarn to work to weave your dreams in 2021. They say, love haven't killed anyone yet. Interesting way to say it. So I'll hold these up together for you. Again, you can pause, take a screenshot, meditate on these, journal upon them, pull your own cards on them, revisit it throughout the year. Yeah, and let me know in the comments below what of this reading resonates with you. I'm always curious to see what pieces strike different people in different ways. Thank you for watching, Capricorn, and I hope you have a wonderful start to 2021.